Picture this. A warm, inviting aroma fills the air. It's sweet, yet complex. Familiar, yet mysterious. This is the scent of brown sugar. It's not just any sugar. It's a testament to tradition, a story of craftsmanship, a journey from field to table. Brown sugar is more than just a sweetener. It's a cultural icon, a flavor enhancer, a baker's secret weapon. Its rich, molasses-like taste has graced countless recipes, from cookies to barbecue sauces, from morning oatmeal to evening cocktails. It's versatile, it's beloved, it's irreplaceable. Today, we're going to explore this journey. By the end, you'll never look at brown sugar the same way again. You'll see it for what it truly is. Let's take a step back in time. Imagine ancient India over 8,000 years ago. This is where our story begins. Here, people first learned to extract sugar from sugarcane. It wasn't the refined white sugar we know today. It was a crude brown substance. Raw, unrefined, but oh so sweet. This brown sugar spread across the ancient world. It traveled along trade routes, to Persia, to the Mediterranean, to Europe. It was rare, expensive, a luxury for the rich. Kings and nobles prized it, not just for its sweetness, but for its medicinal properties too. As centuries passed, sugar production evolved, but brown sugar held its ground. In the Caribbean, in places like Jamaica and Barbados, African slaves brought their own sugar-making techniques. They created an amazing and unique style of brown sugar that is both dark and rich. Our journey begins in the fields, rows upon rows of tall green sugarcane, swaying in the breeze, soaking up the sun. These plants are the source of our sweet treasure, but harvesting them is no easy task. It's hard work, backbreaking work, and it's labor that is often overlooked. The cane is cut by hand, with sharp machetes. Workers move through the fields, skillfully slicing the cane at its base. The air fills with a sweet, grassy smell. It's the scent of freshly cut cane, a promise of sweetness to come. The cut cane is gathered, bundled, ready for the next step. The cane needs to be processed quickly, before it loses its sweetness. So it's loaded onto carts, or trucks, and rushed to the sugar house. This is where the real magic happens. The alchemy of sweetness boiling and crystallization. In the sugar house, the real transformation begins. The cane is crushed, pressed, its sweet juice extracted. This juice is the lifeblood of our brown sugar. Surprisingly not very sweet to taste, but full of potential. It's collected in large vats, ready for the next step. Now comes the heart of the process, boiling. The juice is poured into large open pans, called coppers in the trade. These sit over roaring fires. The heat is intense, the air thick with steam. As the juice boils, it changes, it darkens, thickens. The smell becomes richer, sweeter. Molding tradition, shaping and packaging. As the sugar crystallizes, it's time to shape it. In some traditions, this means pouring it into molds. These can be simple or elaborate. Some are shaped like cones, others like loaves. The sugar takes on these forms. It becomes a work of art, a sweet sculpture. In other traditions, the sugar is simply allowed to cool, in large trays or bins. It forms a mass of crystals, loose, granular, ready to be packaged. Either way, the result is the same. Brown sugar, rich in color, full of flavor, a testament to the skill of its makers. Once cooled and set, the sugar is packaged for distribution. This too is done with care. And in some places, sugar is wrapped in banana leaves because the banana leaves are sturdy and biodegradable. Preserving sweetness brown sugar in modern times. In today's world of mass production, traditional brown sugar holds a very special place. It's a link to our past, a taste of authenticity. In a world of artificial sweeteners and refined sugars, it stands out. It's real, natural, and it's made with so much care and skill. Many communities still make brown sugar the old way. They see it as more than just a product. It's a part of their heritage, their identity. These sugar makers are artisans, preserving ancient skills, passing them down to new generations. They're not just making sugar, they're keeping tradition alive. They're preserving heritage. But traditional brown sugar faces challenges. Large industrial production is faster, cheaper, more efficient. Yet, there's an ever-growing appreciation and demand for artisanal foods. For the traditional methods our grandparents and great-grandparents once stood by. And in the process, people are rediscovering the rich flavor of real, authentic brown sugar.